Do I regret voting for Trump? That's a loaded question. And it's something that I feel like I hear quite often and people talking about in videos. Real quick, I am extra levels of sick. I haven't made an episode in a while because of finals week, and I am just dying on the inside right now. So my voice sounds different, that's why, if you're listening to this on audio. But I wanted to talk briefly about this and why I'm really happy about the outcome of Trump. Not necessarily what he's doing. Like, that's the biggest thing is that, like, nothing this man has done has been good. This has been very tragic for our nation, I feel like. In the United States, I feel like we've really taken a, not necessarily a giant hit, but we've taken a hit towards liberty. Like, I mean, it's borderline illegal. Everything that's going on has just been illegal. But it gives me such a sense of happiness that there will be a thing called a Trump legacy. That we'll be able to sit there one day and be like, yeah, you remember how fucking bad this guy was? Remember how terrible it was that this guy was actually our president? But I talk about this quite often. I say that I am more than happy that he is in office because people are finally talking about politics again. People are actually taking an interest into the political spectrum again. And that was something that really chat my ass. I don't think I talk about this quite often, but I was about 15 when I started at least getting somewhat politically active. Not necessarily like in protesting or demonstrations, but necessarily trying to really understand politics and how to really see how it affects people and try to, whenever possible, write to my congressman. But, like, my biggest thing is that when it came to politics, nobody wanted to hear it. This was the biggest thing that I drove me insane during the Bush administration was that it was like I was kind of like just talking with people, trying to understand how politics began and how the process really was, and nobody cared. Granted, we're all in middle and high school, nobody cared, but still. But then we saw Obama come in, and it was like, yeah, it's kind of nice to see Obama like being president because he was kind of the cool guy, but people don't understand him. In my opinion, towards the end of Obama's presidency, he was doing a lot of executive orders, and that was really not. I don't think it was an all right thing. I mean, what he was pushing wasn't the worst thing in the world. I think actually it was really helpful for a lot of things, but it's still very unorthodox just to be signing executive orders nonstop and just kind of ignoring the political process, in my opinion. Trying to actually have things. And I realize that it's kind of the same thing as like the argument was, well, if he didn't do it, then nothing would have happened. Well, there's a reason we have a three branch system. That's my opinion. But so during high school, I would talk to people, and like nobody gave a shit. Like if you were under the age of 16, or I'm sorry, 18, like nobody cared. They were just like listening to me like I'm wearing three fucking heads here. I'd be talking about like, oh, did you hear about this fucking huge issue and the local government's not doing it? No, we didn't hear about it because we're busy watching our fucking televisions, our phones, and doing shit. So it really annoyed me that towards the end of the Trump, like not necessarily towards the end of the Trump, oh god, I'm blanking on the name. Towards the end of the before the voting process, the campaigning trail, like finally all these people are getting off their ass and like, oh shit. But here's like, what would have happened if Hillary became president is that people would have said, oh, okay, we defeated the evil. Now we can just take a break. And I'm like, no, motherfuckers, you need to be more active than ever. This is the type of thing where it's like you got somebody who's literally, not necessarily, I don't think she wasn't being prosecuted, but she's being like, questioned about some illegal activity or potentially illegal activity. You need to be on your toes 24/7. If Hillary came into office, I almost could say with confidence that people would have been like, oh, all right, we're done, kicking back and taking it easy now. And, this is something that I'm happy that Trump is going to bring. It's the worst reason to talk about. Like, it's just to be like, oh, remember fucking Bush and going on 9/11 with war? I mean, shit, we didn't need to go to war with that. I feel like it's going to be the same thing with Trump is. Oh, you remember how fucking stupid our politicians were? Oh, yeah, I'm glad we finally voted people into, House of Representatives and the Congress. We got the good people in here. We got the fucking swamp drained out because we, the people, decided to get active and actually start talking about, like, what, how we're being screwed over, really. And that's going to be the biggest reason that I'm happy that I voted Trump because even though you might call it like evil, more people have been politically active. Granted, out of fear or maybe out of like just general interest, but there's a good that came from this, and it was that we the people started kind of rallying together, and that's just something that is goddamn impossible these days. People are so black and white, but I think all of us could agree that this was a bad thing. And one of the great things about seeing Trump just epically fuck up in every regard and just not understand the political process is that in the process of doing that, we're starting to see, our congressmen, our senators, our representatives, we're starting to see the people who are always in it for the money, and they're starting to show their fucking head so that when time comes, we can vote them the fuck out. And that is why you need, when the time comes, I don't know the exact date, I apologize. I wish I had the fucking thing in front of me right now. But when the time comes, make sure you vote. Make sure you get your fucking representative in there that you actually trust, that's going to work towards your fucking favor. Man, I really wish there was a way we could get fucking elections going where it wasn't run and fueled by money. It would be amazing to have that, but I don't think we will. Again, guys, I'm sick as fuck. I don't know when this is gonna come out. God, the episodes will resume once I get better. I do apologize for the wait if anybody was actually interested in listening to these little things. Working out of business, a lot of shit going on in the background, and I love all you guys, and I will see you in the next video or episode, whatever you're listening or you're watching from.